Yo, Twitch and future people of YouTube. Sydney, what's up for the 42 months? Amazing. Hello, hello. Cooptato, Robo Rock, Goaty. How's it going, everybody? I made it one day with an afternoon stream yesterday, and now we're back to late at night. It's 7:10 p.m. I cannot keep up lately. Can't keep up. 2 videos a day is killing me. I wanted to have a rule that any day I posted a Marvel Snap video, I would also post a Hearthstone video, so people didn't feel, you know, like I was giving them a, you know, bad break. No Hearthstone videos. Regis is ripping us off. It's all Marvel Snap. So I've been trying to do one each a day. Well, I mean, not every day for Marvel Snap, but if I post a Snap video, since the first couple sponsored ones, those stood alone, but since then, doing the 2 a day, and then I have like two VODs a day, and then the stream, and a ton of emails and comments, and I'm just falling behind, feeling a little behind. And then next week, it sounds like it's going to be even crazier. It sounds like there's, I don't know, man. I feel like there's just going to be so much stuff next week. The 30-minute announcement video sounds so long, and this preview just detailed so many things. Like, I don't know how to cover all this news. I'm stressed, dude. It's going to be so overwhelming. It's like, you know, I obviously love when things are busy and like there's a lot of new fun stuff to do. Like, that's great. It's good for business, right? The views go up. But at the same time, I kind of like the chill. You know, I think last month we got into a nice rhythm where it was just like, you know, a duels run every day and nothing fancy, nothing really important happening. And that was kind of nice. I kind of like the chill, not having crazy new things bouncing around my brain all the time. It's sort of fun. So anyway, we're going to do a short Hearthstone stream today because I haven't streamed Snap in a couple days. I'm feeling very behind on Snap. I want to get some more Snap done tonight, so probably not as much time on Hearthstone tonight. Sounds like Hearthstone videos are going to be taking over starting next week. I frankly already have a few ready to go between now and then, so a little bit of Hearthstone tonight, a lot of Snap tonight is probably the plan. That said, what are we going to play? Drekthar, Dragon Portal? No, we liked Priest better for that. We can do Drekthar Discover with War Commands. Everybody plays War Commands with everybody always plays War Commands with like good aggro cards, but what if we played it with Discover cards instead? What if we played it with what if we did Staking Acclaim, Discover, Drekthar? Neutral, Discover, Staking Acclaim, Drekthar. I want to do it. Let's do it. Just discover me, baby. The 3-mana hero power, of course, is a lot worse for this than it would have been in the past, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Everything discover we're taking. All of it. Hey, Contempt 007, man, what's up? Okay, we can even take some higher cost cards too, right? It's not gonna kill anybody. It's fine. 13 out of 16. That's not a bad start. We don't have a lot of minion types currently, but a few. We got some beasts. I guess that's okay. An elemental. Best of luck with the stream today. I've just started playing Duels today because of you. Wow. Can't say I'm drowning in wins just yet. Well, listen, dude, I don't have that problem either. I float quite a bit when it comes to wins. Don't feel too bad, dude. Don't feel too bad. Alpha Squid, yeah, I already banned them, and if you're the one who pinged me, thank you. I got it. They're banned and removed, I think. If that's where it was. I think or no, that was Runeterra. I don't see one in Marvel Snap. Oh, I think it's the same person though. Same person. Grumpier Go, dude, thanks for the 24 months. That's really nice, Grumpier. What's my final cards, guys? I mean, they don't have to be discovered technically. We can just run good 3-drops, number one. Like, you know, we could grab, you know, Man Crick type stuff. Bran actually is pretty nice. All these discover cards, maybe. We could do Bran. Again, I think Mancrick's totally fine. I like Mancrick a lot. He's cool to play for free and draw for free. Anything else you guys like that's like a good 3-drop? I wish we could do more. Oh my god, I did not expect man to result in so many cards. I typed man for Mancrick and it's just like half the collection says man. You could run Theodore. I could. He's in the deck. Yeah, he's there. Deck blindness strikes again. I need to do a PSA on deck blindness. Our generation's greatest struggle is deck blindness. Tradable? We could do Jackson. We have all those tradable cards. That's kind of a neat idea. It's to discover too, right? So does it work that way? Does it proc discover effects with all the tradables? I have no idea, but I love it if it does. Imagine if we got a big board and we just traded a bunch of our For the Hordes in, and then we like just kept buffing our board. Does that work? I think it says whenever, I think Staking Acclaim says whenever you play a discover card, right? So I don't think it would work. I think Jackson is not playing a discover card, if I remember the wording right. So I don't think that'll work, but it might still be a good synergy, right? Extra discovers could still be pretty cool. I'm fine with this. In theory, it seems kind of fun. I wish we had a couple more legendaries in case we get a legendary passive instead. Like, we're kind of close to having a legendary passive. Are there enough legendaries that would be good for 3 mana or less that it's worth doing? Zephyrus and Narlax would be okay. Dungar's okay. Murloc Holmes is probably okay. Zola, nah. Tinkmaster, nah. I don't think there's quite enough neutral legendaries for our hero power to make that feel good, so we'll probably just keep this. Probably keep that. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Sounds fun. It's gonna be 0-3. Yep. The more fun the deck, the more likely it is to lose, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. We draw this anyway, right? So we can get rid of that. I think we want a better curve than that. Idea in this early game is going to be to lose until we get a good passive, and then we go from there. I guess what would be our best passive? Staking Acclaim and like Meek Mastery, right? Would be the kind of home run results here, maybe. Crypto seller dude still in the server. Really? Where? I think I might have accidentally blocked them personally instead of at a server level. Ah, crap. Now I can't see the message. Shoot. Yeah, I goosed it. It's my fault. Yeah, I messed it up. I did it wrong. Ah, crap. I deleted their messages. Is there any? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I swear I'll learn how to that's where I'll learn how to moderate someday. There we go. I got it. I honestly, to be transparent with you guys, I really don't pay enough attention to my Discord. I think I've been pretty lucky that it's a pretty okay place to hang out from what I understand, because I really don't. I mean, if people tag me for stuff, I handle it, but I'm not like actively monitoring it much. I probably do not pay enough attention to it. Flame Ward seems actually pretty good against this Smorky start. When did they change the hero power to 3? It's been a while. It got nerfed. It was really, really good there for a minute. This deck was gross at 2 mana. Just always hyper efficient to draw a 3-cost card for 2 mana, you know. Are we better off? Yeah, I think Stonehill here's pretty good on this board, actually. We can maybe save the Flame Ward for a future payoff. I don't know what this deck's end game is gonna be. Killmox is actually really tough for me to kill in general. Probably gonna have to discover some stuff for that. I don't really need to do this now. I don't know why I'm doing this now, but we did, whatever. What do I think a Death Knight hero power would be? I don't know. I was saying stuff like summon a 1/1 with rush. It dies at the end of the turn or something like that. Like, I don't think it can just live forever if it has rush, but stuff that's like sacrificing minions, throwing ghouls at people basically seems kind of fitting to me. Wow, Stormstrike coming in clutch already, dude. I love it. Maybe we just start going face already? I don't know how much this deck's gonna care about board. 1/1 doesn't really contest anyway, so. What's the aim for the deck you're building? This is a discover deck. I want staking a claim and neutral minions. Killmox coming soon to a board near you. I mean, can we just win on fatigue here if we can stall out the Killmox long enough? It's still easier said than done, I think, but how does this card work, by the way? Do I get coins? I don't remember how this works. Some of these effects, I just cannot remember how they work. Barrier, or just get another good discover spell here, maybe? Kind of take a reroll. I think for now we should play a couple bodies to get some stats back here. Jeweled Scarab. Dragon Slayer. Huh. Invitation Courier. How does that work? I think it might work, right? Maybe we should have used that. That's kind of a cool idea. But yeah, I don't know if Death Knight's a thing. I don't know what I'm trying to like back off the Death Knight. Like we've gone so hard on Death Knights. I'm starting to feel guilty. Like if it ends up not, as we get closer and closer, if it ends up not being Death Knights, I'm legit gonna feel pretty guilty for. You know, I've always been very careful. You know, I've never said like it's gonna be Death Knights. I'm always like, is it really? Could it be? You know, I've had a very speculative air, but. I don't know what that was. That was some big stuff. I wasn't expecting this deck because it took them a while to get it rolling here. Killmox, Mal'Ganis, no Jailer, but it certainly feels like Jailer Mal'Ganis might be a thing they want to do. That's going to be tough for me to win, honestly. I need to find, oh, I was going to say, like hard removal like Twisting Nethers or Brawls. Kind of wish I'd played the Courier first now. I don't know what this does. Does this just pick any spell? Yeah, it does. Wow. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, stall and heal seems good. Stall and heal. What sort of class did anyone with Death Knight have? There's like 3 specs for Death Knight. Unholy, Frost, and Blood. So Unholy is like spooky green magic stuff. Kind of Death Coil type things. Frost is, you know, freezy stuff. Unholy, I guess, is also like plagues and ghouls and zombies and stuff, I think. And then Blood is like, Blood is, you know, like kind of vampire magic, as people put it, I think. Good old vampire magic. That is a lot of Killmoxes, by the way. I do not know how to beat these. They're already so enormous. I mean, if we can stall long enough into fatigue, like we'll just bleed them out, but I think that's gonna be tough, honestly. I've not used my hero power like 1 time, by the way. Those don't work against immune stuff, right? So let's take a shifting scroll and hope it turns into something good in the future. Golden Scarab. We really should have added this card, man. He's such insane value. I mean, little taunts are nice. This is currently not active. I think we take little taunts. I think that's fine. Earthquake not good against immune. Wind chill also not good against immune, but could maybe, I don't know, I could just do this for battle cries, but what's gonna be good? I mean, if they go for a Jailer right now, we're just gonna kind of taunt through it for a minute and hit them in the face. They don't go for a Jailer. I think an Earthquake has potential if they wait a turn or 2. I don't know. We're gonna see how it feels, but might be overkill, might be unnecessary. But we have Brawl. Okay, there's Mal'Ganis. There's a kill box. There's a kill box. So this is a brawl. I mean, needless to say, I don't know if they're actually running jailer or not. I don't know. The fact that they didn't take damage off that immune sucks a little, but it's not actually the end of the world because. So if one of these wins, I guess I could have taken that execute, man. I'm a little sad now. The execute would have actually been legit really good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of screwed now. Should have taken that execute, man. I was expecting more jailer shenanigans to come down first. I don't know if they have jailer. I need to get lucky here. Did not get lucky. I also didn't take that wind chill, man. Well, that's stressing me out. Okay, this is fine. This is good enough. Yeah. Yeah. Works for me. Buys us a little time. That's all we need. I'm gonna throw this down just cuz. Got some mana, need a body. A little damage might go a long way. Of course, they're healing one more time off of Killmox, but are these both Killmoxes, by the way? They have so many freaking Killmoxes, dude. All the copies from the tome. I don't know how to kill these, dude. They're so big. Need 2 earthquakes somehow. I need another freeze. Why didn't I take those executes, dude? I would have been. Oh, flurry's so insane. Is this not upgraded? Why didn't this upgrade? That doesn't look like it's upgraded to me, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, is this ever lethal? I think maybe because it missed the start of the turn. They're taking 4 and 5 and 6. This is not lethal yet. Can I maybe find a lethal? If not, we can freeze. Theatar. We might be able to take their last Killmox. Oh, they have 2 left, we think, right? Oh, they are running the jailer. Okay, but at this point for them, I guess it's kind of pointless. Now, mine is not going to be big, but it's still important to take because it denies them a resource, of course. Earthquake, I think we can give them no problem. Okay, so they're taking 6, and if they don't have, I think this could be another Killmox though, so they might heal again. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Theatar. Maybe they just don't have a heal if I don't play the Theatar. Oh, this might be a mistake. Like I took 1, but I gave them the other one. Oh, I think this is wrong. I think I goofed up. I think they just would have died. I think that's a mistake. I think I just don't play Theatar. What are they gonna do? They just died of fatigue. I think I threw. I think I just threw. I think that's a huge that's a huge bungle situation here. Earth shock does help, but it doesn't keep me alive. I think I threw. I think I threw. I didn't spot it until later. They just had so freaking many, you know. I mean, technically, if I Earth shock one of these, the Storm Pike here can keep me alive, right? Or I guess we go the Hidden Oasis because it's bigger, just in case. $12 is not enough. I go to 20, that's 19. I mean, it's technically enough maybe, but taunt is safer. I think I need to put this down. I mean, just having a body to chip trade can be pretty valuable. So we're gonna heal to full again. Yeah, I think I threw. I think I threw. Oh yeah, we give him an earthquake. Yeah, shoot, this doesn't work. Oh, they decide not to play the earthquake though. Oh, that's a mislethal then. Oh my god, we're both throwing. We're both throwing. So now I need a twisting nether. Now I just need twisting nether. Swipe is not lethal, right? Tome tampering doesn't get me any cards. Philosophy on Killmox. Oh, actually, I do get a Killmox, but I can't trade or anything. Swipe's not lethal, right? Yeah, they're taking 8. That's only 12. Can I do swipe plus like a discover effect? I don't think so, right? Deep run. There's no mechs that give lethal, unfortunately. Suit Spewer is a little nice, but not enough. This guy's not a minion type. Can't play all this and a demon. Yeah, I think we actually threw here. I think I could have won. I think I made a boo-boo. I think just not playing the Theatar. I got so excited to steal their kill mocks, I forgot about the other one, you know? Of course, the opponent threw even harder. They literally just missed lethal. Because we think they had an earthquake, right? They should have just cleared that taunt and hit me in the face. But yeah, that was a winnable game. I'm a little sad. I was expecting to lose this game, and then we actually turned it into a winnable game. Did they have a play? Oh, Staking a Claim. Nice. If I had just not played the Theatar, I don't think they had a play, right? I mean, they could have had some healing we didn't see, perhaps, but I suspect they didn't have healing and they would have just died to fatigue after the naturalize, right? Because we froze the remaining kill mocks. The newly played one couldn't have attacked, and then they would have just died without having a minute to rush into. I'm pretty sure. But I'm okay with that. We learned something at least, right? So tradable's actually an interesting little side angle for us. I don't hate. We have like the Jackson and stuff. These minions are not terrible in their own right. Yes, we're playing Snap tonight. 100%. I've missed 2 days in a row because I had to get videos done, but 1000% playing Snap tonight. Yes. My Snap videos are actually doing pretty good. I have been really pleasantly surprised by their long-term performance. The like newsy one about the location didn't do as well, and it won't do well long term, but that's kind of okay. That was really quick and easy. But the deck videos, they're all getting up to over 20,000, which was kind of my cutoff for like, is it worth it? 20,000 views, I was gonna say worth it. And so far we're at 52,000 for the first one, 21,000 for another one, and 26,000 for another one, and they're still getting quite a few views long term as well. So they are hitting my milestones for worth it nature. We're gonna be hero powering on 3, I think, typically, to just get some more efficient resources. We can keep a Mancrick though. I mostly want to hit discover cards as much as I can, which deep run's great. He's gonna be a 2/3, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, these are absolutely gonna be fine for us. They're just free buffs. Staking a Claim. I feel like I never see this sort of deck played, but am I crazy that I think it could be very good? Like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I just don't ever see this. I mean, maybe this was, I don't even remember really people doing this in the past. I remember people doing primarily, you know, like Smorky, Reborn, and Death Rattle 3-drops, you know, devouring ectoplasms and reef walkers and just going ham and man-cricking you and stuff in the face. I feel like I don't see this too often. Was Crystal Gem removed? No, we saw it yesterday, I think, honestly. Shredder feels like it fits our mold the best here, doesn't it? So next turn, I think we hero power. Most of our hits are going to be discover units. If they're not, it's not the end of the world, right? But it would be nice to maybe get a 0 cost off the top 2 so that we could buff this board. I guess if we were to draw a 0 mana spell, I might be compelled to play the piloted Shredder and just buff both these minions. Yeah, I think this might be safer just to develop more threat here. This is a pretty aggressive build. Like, pretty aggressive board already. I don't think this game's going to 10 mana, but I also don't care about the other cards, so just in case. Maybe they'll play a Millhouse Mana Storm and I'll kill them, right? Oh, Devolving Missiles is a really good answer. That's sad. It's really sad. It's still a good board, though. It's not bad at all. We take that. So this turn, School Teacher, it looks like. Just buff again. Good on curve play. Rockbiter feels better. Yeah, that's some lethal pressure maybe for 1 mana. That's nice. Okay, next turn, Scarab hero power looks like the move. Storm Strike for 5. That feels pretty nice. Wow. They going face here? I would. Hey, thanks, Grin Villain, for the 300 bits, man. Yeah, the new location has been creating some shenanigans in Snap. I really haven't played much the last 2 days, just enough to do my dailies, but And I've had about 50 of you send me screenshots of Blue Marvel Onslaught stuff. To be honest, I think 50 is only a slight exaggeration. It has actually legit been a lot of you. I think I want this buffed more, right? Which, hey, that's cool. I like you guys sending me stuff. Cool with that. Feral Spirit would be nice later, maybe, I guess. Frostbite for another lethal push. Dude, we almost had lethal. Did I mean, I had to play these to get buffs, but I wonder if there was a more efficient out. Like, I netted 2 for 2 mana. Like, this could have been 3 for 1 mana, you know? Dude, this feels good, by the way. Like, this is insane. Look at this board we built. Okay, so they pivoted into a more defensive line, but it's still not nearly big enough. The board is just enormous, and if I want to, I can make it a lot bigger. Yeah, we had a couple more discovers and buffs there too. Crazy. Alrighty. Okay, could have taken a charge minion. I guess I honestly didn't even see a charge minion. I mean, Holmes is pretty good off our hero power, honestly. Just getting a Holmes. Sow the Seeds is also not bad for us. No discover choice here. I think Holmes is okay. Another tradable bucket. I mean, I don't think it's terrible. You know, it's not great, but we have enough ways to get the things we're looking for. I mean, this does kind of pollute my hero power with worse results in a way. Like, I don't really want these off the hero power, but all of these do that. So that's not really a consideration. I guess we're just the tradable deck. Auctioneer Jackson's going to have some monster turns, man. I wish she buffed stuff, though. I don't think she will. We'll test it if we get a chance, but... Archangel with 2 gifted subs, by the way. Congrats to Jesus, Faction, and Zeke. That's really nice, guys. Jackson is a discover. Yeah, but I think the wording on if you look at the wording on Staking and Claim, I didn't actually double check, but I suspect the wording will showcase why I don't think it'll work. Let's take a look when it pops up here. Oh, that's unfortunate. We get that anyway. Alrighty. Yes, here you go. When you play a discover card, when you're trading on Jackson, you're not actually playing a discover card. You're just discovering. So I don't believe it'll work. If it did, that would be awesome. Would be insane. You could go for like a monster board, but I think it won't. Unfortunately for us. I mean, do I just take the 2 straight 2s here and start building the board? I kind of think so, yeah. Just want to get a big board sooner rather than later. Yeah, these all suck. Automatons, I guess, the most easy to plop down, and we technically can get some other mechs, I think, off discovers and stuff, so. All right. Don't bash me, bro. Okay, bash me, sure. Whatever. They always have bash in their opener. They always have Ironhide bash. You guys notice that? Every time we play against this, it's like, well, do they have the bash? Always. Yes. The answer is yes, they have it. Don't even hesitate. It's always Ironhide bash. This guy at least had small backpacks to give him more cards. So I'll buy it here. Like, I'm okay with it, but it's never fails. It's like it's guaranteed if you're Ravagore for some reason. It's perfect curve. We're gonna be in trouble, man. We just need to build big board after big board. Hopefully it's enough. Sketchy Strangers are good to fill a curve later, but for now I think Stonehill is the play. Yeah, I don't really want any of these. I mean, Abomination could theoretically be a little extra damage output, but I have to manage my own health in this matchup as well. Next turn is probably just Automaton, Stonehill to get another minion into buff while flexible and cheap. We're not playing hero powers a lot. It's not great. We really probably should, but I'm just generating so many cards anyway that there's no reason for me to risk missing a discover. If I have discovers in hand already, right? Why risk it? Why why give up the chance to just do what you need to do anyway? It's not more efficient in any way. Sadly here our math sucks though. We ever do something here and try to hit a better play, like weave in the horde? I just hate that we're going to trade twice here. I mean, they are value trades, which is nice, but it's okay. Infested Torrent seems kind of sticky and annoying against Warrior, yeah. Next turn we could go Brand Sketchy. It does not double work with staking though. Because again, it's when you play the card, not when you discover. I don't know if getting 2 secrets is going to be worth that or not. The Brand might be better off with something like Power the Horde. Oh no, that doesn't work. That's not a battle cry, bro. Ah, they killed that guy despite me not caring about him at all. I just could not care less about that dude. So here, Hero Power Sketchy looks pretty good, right? This could be a nice Hero Power Sketchy. 5 bombs, so we could be dead at any moment. Thankfully, this only draws minions, so not a big risk. At some point, we're going to want to shuffle in the Power of the Horde, I think. Let's actually buff this more because of, like, Rancor. Get its health total, you know, a bit more squared away. I think Ice Trap's going to be pretty nice. Divine Strength for a little extra damage. Yeah, I like that. That seems smart later. Dude, we are wasting so much damage trading into these garbage minions, I'll tell you what. But this is a monster board. I mean, they're going to have to brawl this or something. Shield Shatter, maybe. It's pretty good. That would be... Shield Shatter would be one reason to buff the Panda instead of the Sketchy, I guess. Because if the Sketchy is going to go to 3 anyway, it beats Rancor regardless. Maybe I did that backwards, honestly. Maybe you're better off. Oh, instead they just don't have that. Is this any kind of lethal here? I guess it depends on what I draw, maybe, but what are we looking at already? 10, 15, and 19, 22. This is another 5. So that's 27. He's at 39. I don't think we're getting there, but I do think we should probably try to push here quite a bit, right? Just put it on him here. Probably gonna play this too, but let's see what the Nagaling gets us here. Forgotten Torch is extra damage. Yeah, I still don't think it's quite lethal though, right?
Pick me.
Thinking it's probably not quite lethal still, but let's just hit really, really hard and see what happens. Really close. Okay, we also just denied them armor. That's good. I don't have any reach damage though. Like, that's one downside. Do they have good removal here? Some world I might have been better off playing an Ice Trap. You know? Might have been better off. Okay, that's good. We're at 10 now, so chilling on any bomb draw here. Also, 4 mana just does not seem like enough to resolve this board, right? Because I don't know if they're going to be able to get into Shield Shatter range, and even then there's still a couple minions left. Yeah, Mummy is just not sufficient. Dude, this deck's kind of gross in the boards it builds, guys. Look at this, dude. Alrighty, see you, Jackson. Cool. That was really fun. All right, getting to see our. Can we get Meek Mastery? That'd be so sick. No. Okay. Wow, I don't know. We got to talk about this. I mean, Orb is obviously a Discover card, but we don't have any spells, and we're not going to get any spells that can be reduced. I mean, I guess we can discover spells that get reduced. That's really the only way, right? Get our For the Horde spells in hand and start discounting them. I mean, that's actually pretty good. That's probably better than the other two, right? Even though we don't run any normally, we're still going to get some in hand off discovery effects. Heavy armor, I mean, why? We don't heal. It's not really beneficial to us. Unlock potential, I mean, I'm sure there's a few buffs here and there, but I don't think it does enough consistently to be a huge upside, right? stuff going from two, like, you know, adding 1 or 2 attack. I don't really know if that's going to stack up enough. Most minions aren't even affected. The best results like +2 on a minion. I guess +3 on Stonehill. And it's not terrible, probably. I think we have to ask, like, how quickly are we going to win? If we think we're really, really going to win games fast, I think Unlock Potential is better. If we think sometimes we're going to have to stretch it out a little bit, I think Orb is probably better. Because, you know, it turns our, like, mid to late game resources into more efficient, swingier plays. Unlock Potential gives us slightly more aggression sometimes. My thought is, as we get deeper into this run, opponents are going to do 2 things: have better removal probably, and I think they'll probably have more health totals. We know that. So I think Orb actually makes more sense to me. I think we're going to need, like, board clears, recovery cards. You know, I think we're going to need to start stacking up resources in hand to win often. Let's think. What are we playing against? Secret mages sometimes. Secret mages. We've got, like, relic demon hunter stuff. I mean, I don't know, man. A lot of those you do want to smork. I'm sort of fighting my instincts here, because, you know, I don't like playing hyper aggro decks necessarily, but that seems to be what we've built. You know, it's pretty darn aggressive ultimately. So, you know, my instinct is like, oh, take the thing that's gonna be like fun for late game, fun for value, fun for you know, like this fits my personal playstyle better. But I am sort of thinking Unlock Potential's probably slightly better for the deck, just because that little bonus aggression here and there is meaningful enough, you know. Problem is, like, is my 2/4 becoming a 4/4 really that big of a deal? I'm gonna let you guys vote, because I don't really care that much. Here, you guys can vote it out. Which one? I'll probably follow the vote, to be honest. I think they're both interesting in different ways. So I'll probably follow the vote. Here, vote is up. Which one? Felt like you guys were pretty split in chat, but so far the Unlock Potential people seem to have been louder but fewer, because there's not nearly as many votes. Although it is catching up a little here. Perhaps the Unlock Potential people are slower to vote. Maybe that's all it is. Yeah, I think Orb is gonna take it, but man, it's really coming back strong here. This started out so drastic. A lot of momentum behind Unlock Potential, but no votes. The totals are lower. Man, it is close. Jeez. 37 to 33. All right, Orb takes it. I think this is fine. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. More tradable idiots, huh? I don't, these are, I mean, I don't know. We're only getting small stuff. Everything's always making my hero power worse. I think I like Traveling Merchant pretty well. I'm okay with a Peasant, I guess. I think we take this. Silence is kind of okay. This deck is kind of weird shaped. Without having the Death Rattle to really mold the buckets, like this deck used to have Death Rattles like we talked about, I think that helps a lot. to keep your consistency, whereas we're definitely losing a little bit of consistency here, it feels like. Amalgam won't actually work on Peasant, so let's maybe look for a better turn 2. I don't know, there aren't really a lot of turn 2 discovers though, so might be tough. We're gonna get the thing we can play, I guess, worst case, the spell, but I do want to play Peasant on 1 if I can. Unless maybe they play something that just totally eats it way too easily, I guess. Saplings, okay. So they're gonna go a little wider, we might go a little taller. Oh, they can't play anything. They eat it. I'm not on coin. So that's good. Yeah, I guess for the Horde next turn's fine. Hopefully I had a 2-drop Discover, though. Give me that mechanic dude, the mech guy, whatever his name is. That's 3 mana. That's 5 mana. Incorrect. Those are not the correct mana totals. Probably good with Pandaren here just to get the most stats and play possible, right? Scarab gives me an on curve play, but not as worried about that typically. Would rather just have a good Discover follow up for 3 mana than perfectly fit my curve, you know. We're gonna have to decide a little bit how much we want to trade. Oh my god, they're going to, are they really so, oh my god, that's a tough decision. I get it, like you're scared of the card draw, but at the same time I have Discover buffs, so I will net an extra buff if they do that. Tough decision. I get it. I would be torn too. I think it's Duels you don't do it. I think card draw is not that important in Duels, and they know my hero power too gives them. Yeah, this is a way better play. Oh, they choose to draw though. I thought they were gonna go for tempo. Huh. Interesting. I need a zap. Not a zap, but I like Stag Charge. That's a good card. Yeah, I don't need to trade for them. I mean, I think they will always kill this, but that means I get 3 free damage, maybe. All right, Stag Charge for 2. You're already seeing the benefit, right? Like this already got cheaper. Like every time I discover a spell, I'm almost immediately gonna net some mana. I think Orb was pretty clearly better in hindsight, man. Even a 3 mana spell getting that much cheaper is a big deal. I feel like this was definitely the right choice. I mean, to be fair, this would be a 5/5 right now if we took Untapped Potential, but this would also be a 2/2 for the record. So, I don't know. We take the Scarab here just to get the buff. Scarab trade. Seems fine. I could also maybe get a 0 mana off the trade too. Yeah, Charge Minion seems kind of cool. We could like buff that up a bunch of stuff. This is another buff. Yeah, I think Frozen Touch will be all right. I'm making a little bit of a gamble here, not trading. I don't know, because they can ping down my 5/7, but I just have a feeling they're going to need to trade a little bit. Like they're not going to go big and wide board buffs yet. So, oh, they choose to go for ramp instead. Oh my god, dude. What's damage do I have? I have 6 in hand here. 5 on board. This is cool. Brand Scarab's probably not really the pick. We probably just Stag Charge here and maybe Hero Power. I don't have a good Discover to fill in with this right now. We might be able to hit 1, maybe not 2, but yeah, not a Discover, but actually it's still okay, I think. Happy to just take a value trade here and hit for 5 again. Ooh, that guy's big. All right. So they did go for ramp. Oh, that's not bad, man. 2 free wolves is good. Really nice. It's a big board swing. So, you know, I'm like starting to think about lethal already. This is, you know, 5 from hand, 5 here. This thing might come up later. Assuming we're alive by then, that could be nice. Probably going to start with a Scarab next turn, though. Maybe we play like a Mancrick first. Maybe we brand and just try to find some damage. What does this discover? 3 cost cards? Okay. Oh, big gross. Oh, the extra free minions here are gross, dude. That's so gross. Do I have lethal at all? Because I can buff this guy with this 0 cost card. So 8, 10, 13. Yeah, it's lethal. Okay. Cool. That's nice because it was actually a little scary. Actually, a little scary. The board got kind of out of hands. Cool. Charge mini was nice. Save this, I think. Wow, that felt great, guys. That felt great. Really strong. Yeah, wand is good. That's fine. Blade, I mean, it's overkill. Bag, we have our hero power to draw cards pretty consistently. Plus, we're just generating a million things anyway, so wand feels pretty nice. Can also discover it or discount it later too. I mean, Watch Post getting buffed. I mean, it doesn't really help me much. Kind of does, but I think I like this. Okay, bananas feel iffy. I think this is fine. Another peasant. He was okay last time. Not amazing, probably. Those watch posts could have been 3/3s. No, you saw Orb doing work there. Even just that extra mana with the stag charge turn, right? That made a big difference. It let me fill in that curve really nicely. That was important. Even just that 1 mana helped us really get the board back effectively. So Josho, not until after the run, man. If you time it after the run, yes, I can do it tonight. Yeah. But wait until after the run is over. This deck feels really good, right? I'm not just imagining this. Like, this feels powerful. Definitely still feels losable. I mean, there's no question this can lose games, but we can get a bad hit, get bad discovers. Like, clearly we can lose, but I feel like it feels pretty good. Cheap discovers, please. That is too much tradable. No, thank you. We keep polluting the deck with more and more of these tradables. I mean, are there no, like, discover buckets? I need, like, a triple venomous scorpion bucket, you know? Wow. Boromar the Battle Stance. Oh my god. It is just endless tradable. Oh boy. I could just spend 10 mana trading down really easily. Okay, I take it back. This deck is feeling worse. It's definitely feeling a lot worse. All right. Silver Golems. Man, that's a good start. Jeez. We're way behind already. Can I hit a 2-drop? No. More tradable. Great. Okay, we're gonna speed bump the peasant, right? We don't really care if it lives. They're gonna feel like they have to hit it with either face or 3/3. That's fine. Let them do it. Just kind of speed bumping. Speed bumping. Oh god, what's that? All right, coin Soulshear. Hero power after. Spawn of Deathwing. All right, this definitely has some tome discard stuff I'm seeing. Yeah, all right, this is why I saved our 3-drops instead of our 4-drop, because I can just play this for a body here and probably feel okay about it. Treaded Mount doesn't feel like the return I'm looking for necessarily. I think Suffocating Shadows at 2 mana is an okay card. I think we won't be too upset to play this at some point. Next turn, not looking great, though. We can hero power. Maybe we'll hit a Power of the Horde and just play a minion. I don't know. Oh, I love that they're trading. That's a great sign. Red Amount can always get buffed. Yeah, but I'm worried about what's his dude specifically here? Killmonger guy, Killmox guy. Killmonger's Marvel Snap, bro. I just think I need some hard removal later. I don't think we're gonna win fast enough for that to matter. I mean, I get it, maybe, but am I better off just going for an engineer that's buffed, or am I trying to hit my curve here? Let's just do this. We want to play hero power some. Oh, okay, that's not as exciting as I thought, but it's all right. It's a body. Spellbinder does kind of sometimes matter, but Cheat Death is really good on this for 0 mana, right? That's like a buff. This goes to 2 mana though, so I can't discount a better secret. I don't know if Cheat Death is actually going to connect on this, right? So maybe I just go here. I don't know. Hard to know. Next turn I think will be a 3-drop and a deep run engineer. Probably Impatient Shopkeep engineer. Just make sure we're hitting that curve. I mean, Spellbinder in theory, it's kind of fine. If I hit a better 3-drop, I would. Merchant's not better because I need to play the Shopkeep first. Yeah, the Shopkeeps are making themselves they're making themselves known here. They know what they want. Zubot seems kind of potentially good. We do have some beasts. This is gonna be really the only. Oh, this just works on everything though. That's kind of nice. Yeah, that actually might be good. Never mind. That works on everybody. I thought this was only mechs for a second, but no, that's good. Okay. School Spirit's not too bad. Are they gonna kill the 2/1 here? I might just play. Oh no, never mind. 4/2. 2 health. I might just play Shopkeep Merchant, man, and like set up to buff later. Maybe we can hit a Power of the Horde here and buff now. That'd be nice. I like how much board maintenance they're having to do because I'm just like getting to this chip damage for free, hoping to stick a big board at some point, right? What do you guys think? Should I push for hero power? The problem is I do have some downsides now, like peasants and stuff. I don't know why my deck tracker's not actually tracking my deck, by the way. It'd be nice if I could see what was actually in my deck. Let me see. Did that fix it? Oh, there we go. Nope, it doesn't like Power of the Hordes for some reason. I don't know. Whatever, this is fine. We just go bigger here. Power of the Horde, I think, makes this play pretty good. Discover. Yeah, Discover. Wow, okay, sure. It's a buff. I love it. All right, Tiny Knight into Tome Tampering finally. No, just putting some stats in play maybe. Oh my god, how big can I go here with the Enhanso? We don't really know yet, but 9 power showing. I mean, theoretically, if they both got a Wind Fury, we're looking at a lethal probably, because I'm gonna put 11 power or more. No, I kind of want all the stuff buffed, right? I'm gonna try to get a demon that's playable here. Although, man, I don't know. War Commands and Hanso is pretty nuts. Let's do that. That's better usually. Banker's not really my favorite, but it's okay. Taunt and Divine Shield. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's fine. Sure, in case I need to kill a Killmox guy, right? Maybe a board of totems to buff is kind of cool. Got a dilemma here. I think I actually kind of have to kill this guy. He's sort of spooky, and I have a good trade on it anyway. I mean, 16 versus 10's to me not really, you know, such a significant difference that you feel like you have to push face, right? I feel like we're probably setting up a lethal regardless almost. Oh, that's a good clear though, man. Really nice. So, oh, this is infused 3 totems. I forgot it had to be totems. That's never ever going to happen. Okay, it's fine. 1 minion is also good because we don't discover it, but we choose it. But I kind of forgot it has to be totems. That's a little sad. Okay. Losing that board does suck, though. I gotta be honest. That's tough. That is tough. Taunt Totem, maybe to disrupt that the most, I guess. Seems good. Strength Totem, I feel like, is not going to be returns that we really care about too much. I guess this is always what you get. I was just thinking there's not a lot of neutral totems, huh? I mean, Amalgam is the best body, right? So that seems fine. Feat of Strength is kind of neat, but I actually kind of want some cards. Wait, how does this work? Oh, it's just anything. Actually, we don't care about that, so let's take this. I think right now, though, we're going to play Spellbender just to maybe try to protect, you know, some kind of minion snipe here or something, right? Hand's a little light. This is kind of the worst hand we've had in a while. That was a good board clear that, you know, we were sort of all in on that board clear there for a minute, and then... yeah, I don't know. This hand feels light. What are they going to get out of this? Any good discard stuff? That looked like a Rag. What all was in there? Rag, Mal'Ganis, Jailer. Oh, God. Hand of Gul'dan drew them a lot of cards back. They got some Jeklicks and 3 Hand of Gul'dan cards. So Mal'Ganis and Jailer in there. We do have this, which can kill a Mal'Ganis randomly. But if both are down simultaneously, we are not guaranteed by any means. So we gotta be careful. Hey, Mrs. Kilbin, what's up? You look cute. Your orange shirt looks so orange. Ow. Those pants, though. No, I like your shirt, but those pants, we gotta talk about those pants. I don't know about that. Oh yeah, that is there. Wow, good eye. All right, guys, so we have lethal here. I can push like Rift Cleaver to clear, and then I can take a buff that's, you know, we're at 8. We need to fight 10 damage, so no, I don't think we have any lethal setups here. I do want to go pretty big though, so that they're at risk when they play Jailer Mal'Ganis, right? I need them to feel some risk. Am I willing to take 8? I think so. You don't expect this deck to have like a lot of burst damage, right? So we're at 9 mana. If I want to play Gone Fishing, I need to play something else first. This can't be used against Jailer Mal'Ganis stuff because it's targeted, so I think we might as well use it now. This is the moral of my story here. I mean, maybe I just Hero Power the Horde, right? Do we really need... No, we don't need the Gone Fishing right now. Just get another body to buff on board, right? This is, I'm looking for like Twisting Nethers, Brawls. Yeah, I don't think I want any of these really. Card draw to Power the Hordes, I guess, can help me find a win, but it's gonna be tough. I think we might be in trouble here, folks. Kind of a risk of dying. Kind of a risk of them playing Jailer Mal'Ganis. Might have to get lucky in that regard. Maybe I had to kill that 1-3 to deny the Jailer Mal'Ganis, actually. If I really think about it. That's good. The best target, of course. Bristleback's insane. Oh my god, this swing turn's gross. Okay. Oh my god. What a turn, dude. What a turn. I'm so screwed. Everything's 1 mana. Ugh. Actually might be good news that that didn't hit face. Okay, I need Wand. I can try to find it off Gone Fishing. Cheapest play I have is Suffocating Shadows. Wand is another answer to the Mal'Ganis stuff later, though, but the problem is I have to deal with this now. I can't afford to deal with it later. This is only 4 and does theoretically, if it hits Power of the Hordes, refresh me a little. This might be the cheapest way to set up a combo other than Suffocating. We'll try this. I don't know. Hopefully we hit some spell. Nope. Wand? Nope. Brawl? Brawl? I think we're just dying, right? I could try to, like, I guess I can Suffocating Shadows at the end, but I could put in a taunt first, but I'm hoping to find a playable thing. Solid Alibi, okay. That'll be a thing. All right, that gives me time to find a wand, maybe. I mean, we're still taking like 7. It's pretty scary. But we're not dead. We're not dead. They're basically healing back to full or close to it anyway. Oh my god, dude. I didn't even notice that in the tome. Jeez, that's gross. We're so stressed by Mal'Ganis jailer stuff, but we have a lot of problems in the meantime. Like, there's just so many good plays off the... off all this that's not even really your worst problem usually. These are actually taking 8 here, we find out, with the weapon if they use the second charge anyway. Ah, there's the jailer, okay. And there's the Mal'Ganis. Okay, so we really just need wand. We really just need wand. Or I guess like a Twisting Nether's fine too, right? Do I start with like Jackson tradable and just try to discover the wand? I think that's the most likely outcome, right? Wand will kill your jailer, right? Yeah. It's a destroy effect, not a... It should. Bid starts at 200 gold. Another happy Gilmere trade. Wand. It should destroy everything. Yeah. Nice. Do I have any healing here? Oh my god, we got twisting too. Okay, we'll take that for the next board maybe. That's fine. Wow. Okay. That works. So I just need to stay alive now. Oh god. That's a lot of damage, dude. I can play some taunts, I guess. Play a Moarg maybe we'll be fine. That's gross. Do they have 3 over the top though? Oh, is their hand literally just all Jeklicks? Oh, if it is, then this should be fine. Yeah, I think it is, right? It's just all Jeklicks. So we can just play Moarg and chill. Maybe take one of these to find some healing too, right? I think their hand is literally 4 Jeklicks though. So I think this should be totally fine. This better used on a minion next turn than face. These literally all say Jeklik, so I don't think they can win with Jeklik, right? I think it's okay. Missed 1 buff? How do you mean? Oh, I can't target those anyway. Yeah, of course. Good point. But once we Twisting Nether, we'll be fine. That was a trade, not a discover, right? So this will kill one thing. I mean, do I have to Twisting Nether this turn? Not really, right? Oh, are they just dead ever? I have so many buffs. This is 13. What does their fatigue count out? They're taking 3. Oh, they're just totally dead, right? They kind of have to be dead, right? Feels like they're giga dead. That would be bad, actually. I haven't done the math here, but they're just giga dead, right? 15. This is 17. And then Frost Shock for lethal, yeah. I mean, plus fatigue or whatever, but... Oh, actually spell damage. Okay, not fatigue, yeah. That works too. All right, dude, that was a cool game. That was scary. That was fun, though. That was really fun. I mean, Clockwork's not bad, right? We're discovering a lot of spells. I'll take it. I love it. We don't need this garbage. Oh, actually, this is pretty good. How much do we value finding our zero cost cards versus getting better discovers. Our zero cost cards have been pretty clutch. I think we need to make sure we find our zero cost cards. I think adding extra in, despite these being pretty okay, is not worth it to give up more chances at For the Horde. I think we're okay. For the Hordes have felt very important so far. Like having bodies for buffs is nice. Yes, but we already have bodies. We already always get a minion off our hero powers, so those don't add to our ability to get bodies, but they detract from our density in finding the 0 mana buffs. So we're still going to get bodies off of every hero power draw. I mean, I guess if your argument is that we're going to go all the way to fatigue, having 3 extra bodies would then become relevant, but until we go to fatigue, it's the same difference, right? It's more about the quality of the bodies. Like I said, is having slightly higher minion quality better than changing the density of the buff draws? And that's the consideration. I decided no, it's not. I think the buffs have felt too good, because both getting the 0 mana buff but also getting the cheaper spell has seemingly been very, very important for us. So I don't know. It's debatable though. Certainly up for debate. That's why I paused. Normally you don't even hesitate when you see no more please, but that one was worth the hesitation, I think. Yeah, Peasant on 1, I mean, might get contested, but it's okay. We can coin the Scoundrel to follow up and get a... Oh, good curve too, man. Wow. I wonder if we ever play Stranger on 2 just to... No, I don't think so, no. Peasant on... Or Stranger on 1, I meant. Peasant on 1's fine. This deck definitely could have answers to this. No question. They could play a minion here, but... Oh, and Tome also could just stop it. Oh, Greedy Gains. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Paladin Secret, Mage Secret. It's never 2 Paladin Secrets. I want one time where it's 2 Paladin Secrets, man. One time. Okay, so that is a minion, but not... Oh, it is actually going to be big. Greedy Gains is insane here. Wow. Greedy Gains Totems is gross. This just completely shuts down the Peasant. Maybe we do have to stick to the plan here. I mean, is this ever counterspell? Come on. There's no way, right? I guess this means we play this minion though. It doesn't die on board or anything, so. Oh, or it gets objected. Okay, cool. Never mind. I very much worry we're gonna fall behind on board here and never get it back. You know, Peasant for the Horde is really not a great turn next turn. Peasant might stall them for a brief moment as they march their way to my face, but I won't do much. Scoundrel into some kind of like mid-game removal card is probably what we need. Some kind of silence effects don't really work very well against Greedy Gains, but this is also a speed bump, but it does demand a little more. But I think we want to get these in the deck, right? So not Oh My Yogg, thankfully. Okay. Repentance. I'm gonna guess it's Sacred Trial, because that's the one that's most convenient for me. Just you gotta hope for the best sometimes. Guys, we'd be 5-0 if I didn't throw that first game. Remember? I think I threw that first game. Again, we don't know 100%, but it sure felt like it was a throw, a little bit at least. We'd be 5-0 right now. Oh yeah, we did test on my Yogg with Coin. That's right. Yeah, Coin got us. Coin kept us safe. Thank you, Coin. Serving as a powerful tester all your days. This card looks so sick in gold. I just love the art on this card. So much is happening. They really put a lot of time and money into this, I bet, for a mini set card. I don't really think these serve our removal purposes, so let's take mystery choice here and hope to find a brawl or something. Oh, well... I don't think we're likely to get armor to support that, but it is potentially going to keep getting cheaper, which does mean it could be a good removal later. You know, it might work. My next turn's pretty bad, though. I got to figure out what I'm doing here. Would be nice maybe to find like a... Oh, gross. That is a big dude. And the healing here is actually really meaningful too. Those value trade heals are nuts. I need Power of the Horde into Brawl or something, man. Shopkeep is garbage. Bran is absolutely garbage. Yeah, we're in a real pickle, man. Tempo Bran, indeed. Just to, again, speed bump a little, try to buy a time and a turn here. I need Power of the Horde into Brawl. That's it. I mean, there might be other options too. Soul Rend or something is not even that good though. These are going to 6, so I think it's really Brawl. Or just a lot of Discovers to discount the Shield Shatter, but that doesn't feel like it's going to be enough either, right? All right, Power of the Horde it is. I don't think we can afford to play a minion first. I need to find a good card. We could go like Jackson trade and like grab the wand for next turn. I'm taking 15 right now. Because I can trade twice and then try to find a wand. I get like 6 looks at a card. I do think that's actually more likely than the Power of the Horde hitting something good, right? It's just, we're just potentially dead, you know? Like Totemic Surge type stuff, Bloodlust type stuff would just kill me if I don't hit it now. I mean, just what are the odds of hitting a good removal card, though? They're basically 0. I don't think that's worth it. I think we gotta trade. Okay. Okay. That's not it. Shoot. That's maybe it. I could do this, but it costs 1 billion life. I'll probably be dead unless they decide to just not hit my face for some reason. I mean, there's a chance. Maybe they don't hit my face. I don't know. Maybe we just top deck wand, right? Maybe that's it. Oh yeah, that's the lethal we were talking about, right? That's the follow-up they needed. Yeah, Greedy Gains is really nice for a totem deck, man. They did some work here. That's 25, that's lethal. Good game. I don't mind losing to totems, man. If we're gonna lose to stuff, losing to totems is fine with me. They had a great curve opener, really powerful plays. That's a fine loss. We'll take that. Or my hand was pretty bad too, I think. Sad though, because we're on 2 losses now, which is putting us in danger territory. Yeah, I mean, these are the best like mana cost fit for us. I like Cultist okay, I guess. We are in danger territory. And our deck keeps getting worse too, right? As we lose our Discover consistency, we just keep getting worse and worse. Okay, 2 good Discovers we'll take. Peasant against Paladin might be okay. We're going first, so it's, you know, I don't think they're usually going to clear that. When you were building the deck, I said tradable. Sorry. No, I think it's fine. I mean, you know, I don't know if there are a lot of great Discover buckets. We certainly saw that Pendar and Importer Scorpid bucket, so maybe if we hadn't taken tradable stuff, we could have better isolated down to that. Maybe. I don't know. But this has been okay. I'm not too sad. Not too sad. Staking a Claim buffs all my stuff by a 1/1 when I play a Discover a card. So hold the line. Not worried about that too much. I mean, it can be a little bit annoying, I guess. Level like Divine Shields. Yeah, it will be annoying because we are going to be wanting to trade in a lot. Okay, sneaky's good. I was gonna ask if we played the amalgam or not, just for the body, but the sneaky solves that question very, very nicely for us. Pandaren on 3 is gonna be really nice to get these rolling. Turn 4 is probably Scorpid Horde. The Scorpid Horde. Merchant, I think we can save for later. Let's take these buffs now. Opponent's obviously gonna have some pretty good trades and stuff. Yeah, piercing shot could be a nice lethal push, honestly. I think they'll kill the peasant here. Horde Scorpid, this goes to 2. This doesn't have a target still until this comes down, so that's fine. Merchant on 5 with an amalgam could be nice, maybe. It's kind of a neat little sequence. Don't play something big. Coin. Big thing. They didn't even decide to trade first. I wonder why. Could have seen another play, maybe. What is that? Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. When I start farming buffs, I get it. Huh. They're hitting that. What does that read? Does that read like consecration? Oh my goodness. That's not actually very good though, because it just comes back. I mean, they do have to spend 4 mana on it a little bit sooner, but I don't think we worry about that too much. I mean, making them spend 4 mana on it is somewhat valuable here, honestly, because it's their whole turn again. Maybe we do play this, because the Scorpid doesn't really give us any better trades. The Scorpid still just dies to the weapon. No, I think we do play this. I don't even hate piercing shot technically, but I think that'll always be pretty good. I think we actually take this. I think we take this, okay. Get the For the Horde in. It's like they get buffed a little sooner or whatever, technically if he replays it, but I think removing that 4 damage, making him work for it again is fine. So like trade here, hit, because this is a better target than the Scorpid anyway. Now, if he does hit the Scorpid, unfortunately, the Amalgam would be stranded until, like, I couldn't go Merchant Amalgam, but I could still go Scorpid Amalgam and just buff twice. That's probably totally fine. Ah, it was actually the Consecration. I wasn't sure if that was just a bait or real, and it was real. Nice. Very nice. So they're 21. We're reloading pretty well. Banker we don't really need. That's fine. This will go out of range of the weapon. This will go into range, but that's okay if they want to spend 4, I think. Yeah, I think a Dire Mold just to throw in and get buffed feels pretty good, right? So 21 with a piercing shot in hand and a nitro boost in hand. I'm starting to like where that sits. Oh, that seems slow, but pretty good against a poisonous minion, I guess. So we're dealing with 6 right now. Piercing shot does not work well against that guy. This kind of feels like dire spectral traveling to me, and just go big and wide here and hope to stick either a big minion or a stealth minion that just connects for a ton of damage. We don't really have weapons, that's not a thing. This can take a couple trades, but I mean, you know, you hope that there's enough garbage laying out there that it's not that bad. Maybe don't hit the 6/7, for instance. Okay, it's a good start. That's a good piercing shot target to finish a turn, right? That's 5 extra damage here. So we would only need to find 10 on board, which currently, you know, that's exactly what we have. But Nitro Boost adds another 2, so we could lose a Dire Mole and still be there, maybe. Like if they weapon Dire Mole, I guess they take the damage regardless. Do they have a way to activate this Death Rattle again? I guess that's a question. Oh, this is also a lot of damage as well, because it's actually more than Nitro Boost, right? Because it's a buff. Maybe the same, I guess it depends, but it also buffs this, so. Steward Piercing Shot would probably be the play in most cases. But let's see what they do. Maybe they have like weapon into a legendary here or something? We haven't actually seen a taunt yet for that hold the line. And just that weapon again feels too slow to me. I don't see how this is ever enough. Maybe an Annoyo or something? That doesn't matter if it doesn't die. Blessing of Wisdom doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Nice, good win. Just need to make sure we don't mess up our sequencing here. Let's not screw this up. Okay. Cool. Don't hit this one accidentally. I guess it actually still would have been fine, but yeah, just in case. All right, that's a good win. I like that. It's fun. High pressure indeed. I think that weapon removal turn was actually really nice. Pretty clutch. I'm gonna take supercharge. I think we don't usually have too many problems getting resources. I do build boards that I care about living, and that little supercharge oomph for 0 mana might be nice. We are still fairly early to find a Quel'Dalar for the record. I mean, I don't hate Quel'Dalar. I don't think we need it though. Maybe it's just fun to take Quel'Dalar. Who cares? I don't know. Whatever. I don't need the other thing either, so let's just take the Quel'Dalar. Okay. I think I might take this. I like that they're 4 mana because that lets me protect my hero power a little more. Like, I'm not putting even more garbage into my hero power. Like, this puts so much garbage in. This puts a bunch of garbage in the hero power. This doesn't, and some of these are pretty useful. Like, this is damage reach potentially, right? This is crazy with buffs if you can stick it, so let's do this. Hey, see ya, Geodum. Does this deck fall apart if someone has Steam Cleaner? I don't know, maybe. I haven't really thought about it. We still have plenty of Discover. It's not like we're dependent on the For the Horde cards. They're just a nice cheap bonus for sure. So I think it would get worse, but I don't think it would just die. I've won many a game without them already. Okay, that's a great early Discover. We dump that because it's coming back anyway. All right, those are a little clunky, but we can live with it. Man, it would sure be nice to be 6-1 right now. I really wish we'd won that first game. It's my fault. It's my fault. I didn't spot the line. Hopefully someone will come back and be like, no, Regis, you would lose anyway. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, great. Thank you. That's always good to hear. Oh, I was doomed regardless. That's sometimes a nice comfort to have. I think turn 1 For the Horde's fine here. Turn 2 Deep Run's pretty good. Oh, Battle Stance, Crystal Gem. So big output there, big aggression early, potentially. If I found another 2-drop Discover, I would absolutely play the Deep Run here. Man, that kind of makes me want to anyway, just to get the 2-3 down to trade. Oh my god, okay, that's the 2-drop. I can even really play this one first and then buff it with the Deep Run. The downside of that, of course, is that this doesn't really trade well into the 4-2. Might be a little exposed to hero power on its own as well. I think we're actually better off Deep Running this turn and then just using Sneaky as a follow-up, because then it's going into their turn. Well, I guess they're on their 3-mana turn anyway. Nah, never mind. Take it all back. I want to play this before secrets become a problem, if that's something they're doing. Sketchy Stranger, it certainly feels like they're a secret deck. Usually not a problem for the non-made secrets, but certainly can be later. Okay, big tempo, man. It's gonna be hard to get this back. Oh, that would have been, if I'd known I was gonna top deck that, I think I would have played that instead. Nullifier is pretty cool with buffs, actually. It's pretty chill. Maybe I should have played this. This trades too well. I'm playing too fast. I'm playing too fast. I wanted to see the mech, but playing too fast. Oh my god, dude. I hate playing against Secret Mage so much. It's so frustrating. It's like you just can't get out ahead of it, If they have Conjurer early, you're just so far behind always. I find that really frustrating. I'm gonna need some insane removal spell. Okay, I mean, that's good to buy some time, maybe. I could do something like get a board behind the Frost Nova and start to trade back a little bit, perhaps. But So like sketchy Frost Nova next turn. But I mean, I'm taking, you know, 13 here if they want, or more. 15. Taking 15. Trading at least a little is nice. Eat at least one minion here, but the bartender makes it really hard to win the board back too. Dude, this is really nice with Discover effects, but is it nice enough? It goes to 4-7. That's not really that good at trading. No, I think we need to do this first. Hopefully not something that just completely ruins this game plan. I don't know, man. I need ways to clear stuff, right? Do I need to play coin here to test? It's so annoying. I can use the coin value to like trade if I need to. It's not like totally lost, but boy, is it annoying. Thank God I did. Thank God I did. Okay. So we've bought a turn, a slight tiny reprieve here. The plan next turn is like Nullifier, Power of the Horde, maybe get something good to lock down the board again or stall out that 6/6 somehow, then Vaporize. The 3/1, if it doesn't die here, can maybe trade into the... Oh no, it's going to die to the Chatty, so it's always dead. Yeah, that's slow at least. It's kind of slow. Oh my God. You know, dude, I have 46 cards in my deck. 46 cards in my deck, dude. They got a Nerubian on the very top. That tilts me beyond a reason, dude. I am unreasonably tilted. I don't think Vaporize is enough here, but is there anything off this that's good enough, like a Wind Chill or something? Vaporize probably hitting a 2/2 in most cases. I think we're so screwed. In other words, am I better off taking like a double stat buff here? If it goes to 7, like what's hitting? Maybe like this and a hero power. I take 10, 12. I don't know. I don't think it's enough mana to make a difference. So let's just go for the biggest buff here to try to buy some time. Oh, Plague of Flames is interesting. Not really this turn because we don't have any mana, but I don't know. Might be enough. Perhaps. Maybe. Kind of. Sort of. I don't know, dude. This guy looks crazy. I've never seen that card in my life. I've never seen the artwork shift on this. I had no idea this was a real Hearthstone card. Dude, I feel like I'm going to want to revisit this deck and not put in the tradable stuff, and I feel like this could be just absolutely gross deck. Oh, Plunder is nice. Is that lethal, actually? Probably. Yeah, that's lethal. That's lethal. Vaporize might have saved me, but they just have 12 plus the Chatty here. Ugh, man. See all this tradable garbage, though, clogging up the deck. It's a good try. It's a good try. I really wish I could have that first game back. You know, I think we could have maybe stretched this to 8 or 9 if we had another loss to give. I think Secret Mages were going to be tough for us always. That's just so much tempo. We kind of need to be ahead a little bit to leverage our buffs. I did not mean to do that. Once we get behind, it's really hard for us to get it back, you know, because we need multiple minions to get as much buff value as possible. So when we're playing out one at a time from behind, we're only getting like +1/+1 per buff as opposed to like +3/+3 per buff, you know. A lot harder to pull it back, but still a pretty cool deck. I thought that was actually a lot of fun. A lot of fun to play. Hey Joshua, perfect timing, dude. Custom card review. Custom card review. I'm gonna try to keep it where it says custom at the top the whole time. I don't know. I need like a big warning that says like these are custom cards. People always freak out and think they're real. Here we go. Text, add source. Add source. These are custom cards. Okay, there you go. This'll keep it. This'll help. All right, the Fallen Myrmidon, a 4-mana 3/5. Wait, that's a real card. God dang it, Divine Godly Bovine. Thanks for the 6 months. That made me laugh. Fallen Myrmidon, 4-mana 3/5 taunt. This can't be damaged by spells. Oh, interesting. Can't be damaged at all, not just can't be targeted. So immune but to spells. Okay. I like it. A fancy sort of a fancy Sinjin Shieldmaster. Is that broken for some decks? They could just never really kill it. I mean, it can still be destroyed by spells, I guess, for destroy effects. This might be scary, but might be okay. It's not like crazy stats or anything, you know, not crazy cost. Frostworm, 8-mana 20/20 dragon, gain -1/-1 for each friendly minion that died this game. Oh, interesting. So it's worse over time. If you don't have any minions and you just play this on turn 8, you have a 20/20. I honestly think an 8-mana 20/20 is okay, so I'm sort of fine with this. I mean, there's maybe some world where this is getting cheated into play earlier than turn 8, and that makes me nervous. If this is coming out on like 4 or 5 or something, that makes me nervous. Evolve potential. Yeah, they can always turn cards off for evolve, though, if it's too bad. So that's probably not a big deal. Yeah, you can silence it if it gets smaller, yeah. Does seem weird to say gain -1/-1, but I think we know what it means, so. F, are you ready for DKs? Then we are sorry because expansion Azeroth's Got Talent with Dancing Daryl. Oh my god, can you imagine, dude? I'm really worried it's not gonna be Death Knights. People are gonna be so mad. I'm really worried, but yeah, dude, I like these. I think these are cool. They definitely fit the flavor of Death Knight and stuff. I do think Death Knight could have something that's like more about friendly minions dying being a good thing, of course, because there's like all the undead horde and everything. So that could be a little bit counter, but I don't even hate that as like a design space like flip where you are restricted to do something cool and powerful, which is fun. All right. So thank you, Joshua Prime, for the custom cards. Alrighty. Why doesn't it show the thing? Did I already redeem it? Did a mod redeem it? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, we're gonna turn this text off. Status, dude. Thanks, Status, for the 100 bits. So guys, we're gonna actually switch it over to Marvel Snap. We got a good Duels run in, that was fun. Not the best, you know, not the best result, but pretty good. 5 wins, you cannot complain about Duels. And I do want to revisit that deck a little bit, but I haven't played Snap in a couple days. I need to get back into Snap